Hello, everyone, and welcome to another 10-minute medicine meditation. I hope you're all well. Um, I guess these times we're in feel really quite divisive. No news really. Kind of, my way is right, your way is wrong, and it can feel really exhausting sometimes. Just navigating through a day without constantly getting triggered and angry, or even just feeling other people getting triggered and angry. And of course, then afterwards, we beat up ourselves because we have reacted in a certain way that doesn't feel like the way that we really want to respond to others around us or to the things that life throws at us, given we're all on this kind of journey. And we all do it. It's human, I guess. So what if, the true fight is not fighting? How does that work? What if the true solution can be not winning, but compassion? Not agreeing necessarily, of course, but just understanding. Not just understanding that which might trigger us, but also for the way we react. What if we can all hold enough love for all that we are to react with love as our first instinct back? And I know many of us, including myself, are sometimes a long way away from that. And I guess that's part of the work we do and the journey we're on. And with more awareness comes more of a challenge, I guess, as well. But at the end of the day, we're human only through the humanity of others. We're always a reflection of what comes back to us. As they say, I am because of you. I am because of you. And the way we respond in our lives is a real reflection of the humanity that we hold for ourselves. Our need to cling on to a certain point of view, to just sort of switch off our ears to others when we're not agreeing, getting triggered into anger, is a real reflection of all the unhealed wounds that we carry with us. And we all have them, of course. And because you're watching this, I'm sure you're aware of yours too. And the sort of slightly unfair thing here as well is many of these wounds aren't even things that we have experienced ourselves in our own lifetimes, but are those that we are born with, the package we already carry as we come into this world, those that kind of seem hardwired into our DNA. And those that come through those that came before us, our ancestors. And actually, that's the place that I wanted to go back to and start today. Ancestors have been especially present recently for me, I think, and for many others. It almost feels like, they're always there, of course, and they always have been there, and they always show up when they're needed and when they're asked. But it feels like they really want to be heard at the moment. And our ancestors, of course, they hold many great teachings. They're all right there for us to discover. We literally have them and carry them within us. They are the source, of our blood and of our bones. But they also bequeathed us with more than, our physical manifestation. They gave us some behaviors, some patterns, some traumas, of course. But, and I think that's really important to not forget that, because sometimes we do. They also gave us many, many talents. And because of the grit and the ingenuity of, thousands of generations before us, we're here today. And I think that's a great gift and a great blessing that we should never forget, even as we delve into sort of the darker sides of our ancestry. And because of, just like us, some of them were great people, some were greatly flawed and not very nice necessarily. And, one way of looking at it is, in a way, each of them played their role so that we are here today on this path. It's a role that they've chosen to play for whatever reason. Sometimes it's a role they maybe didn't want to play, but they kind of had to. And I think that's an interesting way of just looking at the past that we carry and accepting and maybe even loving those among them that are like that. For all of that brings great healing, not just for them, but also for us, so that we in the end can truly love everything that made us. All the good and the bad and the ugly and the sort of quite crusty and the stuff that we really didn't want to know. But all of that mashed together is who we are. And also enables us to kind of say stop. No more of these behaviors, no more of these traumas. Stop to whatever needs healing from our lineages. Because all of us here listening to this and are here today, we have the opportunity to do that. Okay, so let's go and meet our ancestors, a big human family. Just sit back, relax, close your eyes, get it as dark as possible if you can. If, of course, you want to move around when I drum, you can sing, dance, you can do whatever makes you feel, whatever feels right today for you, basically. Okie dokie. I'm going to start drumming today. Enjoy. See you in about 10 minutes. journey today is complete. Thank you so much. Take another minute or two to take some deep breaths and kind of arrive completely. Maybe there are things you'd like to record from your experience. In any case, know that your ancestors are always there, quite literally. They're in your bones, they're in your heart. Maybe you want to create some space in your life for remembering them, for staying in touch. And I guess it's also really important to say that these journeys, especially when it's family, as much as it is our living family as our past family, they can be really, really difficult. They might bring up grief or anger, feelings that you might have held a long time and you weren't even aware of, feelings that even those before you have been holding for a long time and you've sort of brought along with you. And it's important to allow yourself those feelings, of course. Try not to judge them. I know that's easy to say. Because, feeling them means releasing them. And releasing them means starting to heal at least. If you do feel really affected by any of those things, please reach out to someone. You're welcome to reach out to me, of course, as well. And maybe this is a journey and an exercise you want to do more regularly. And stay in touch with all those loving ancestors. Thank you so much. See you again soon. Take care. Lots of blessings. Namaste. Bye.